Hello book lover! I am unhauling nearly 200 books in today's video. Not quite 200, but we're pretty up there and close. So stick around if you just want to see all of the chaos and then hear a little bit about how I'm going to try to prevent having to do another huge unhaul like this again. So here's the situation. I have far too many books. I'm gonna do like a little get ready with me chitty chat because this is the time I have to talk with you about what I'm currently doing. I have far too many books still in my house that I've been meaning to let go of. And it's just one of those things, like, it's just a haul. It's just a ton of work. And my friend Victoria from Hot Cocoa and Books last week or the other day posted this video talking about her take on minimalism and books and basically not buying a bunch of books because, you know, it's not being good steward of your finances, or at least that's kind of like how I thought of it, because I know that I've definitely been somebody who can buy books just to buy them. And she talked about how she doesn't have any books. Now, I do not feel called to be a book minimalist, but I did feel some conviction because, so a few weeks ago, I felt like I was in a reading slump, but like it wasn't really a reading slump. It was that I was looking at my shelves, I kid you not, for 30 minutes. And I was just like, I have nothing to read. I have nothing that I want to read right now. And I'm a big mood reader. That's one of the reasons, like, I have a love-hate relationship with the monthly TBR videos, because I like having a plan, because I'm very type A. I love having a plan. But when it comes to my reading, I just don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for the Regency or the fantasy or a mystery, which isn't my main genre, but I just never know. But I make TBRs based off of my mood in that moment, which could change by the time I'm starting to edit the video. So anyway, I was kind of having this like slump moment, and I was just like, I have no idea what to read. And sitting at my shelf full of books I haven't read yet. I mean, I've read quite a bit of them, but there's a lot on there I haven't read. But sitting there and thinking I have nothing to read is just pitiful. Just so sad. So I called Jacob in the room and I was like, Jacob, can you please like pull 3 books off of my shelves? I'll read the first chapter of each and then I can make my decision that way. So like, I had immense decision fatigue. And when he was pulling books off the shelf, I was like, oh, please don't pick that one. Please don't pick that one. Or I'd be like, I already read that one. I didn't really like it. When Victoria made her video, I was like, why am I holding on to even these Christian fiction books that I didn't really enjoy or didn't like? Or why am I holding on to books I look at them and I'm just not excited to read? So like last July, so legit a year ago, I did my first like Christian fiction haul, and there were quite a bit of young adult fantasy on there, but I don't like young adult fantasy. I don't typically like it. It was the only genre that I was really seeing on Instagram and the places that I was looking for recommendations, so I bought a few of them. I don't really want to read these. I sent a message to my Patreon group of all of the clean and Christian fiction books, and I said, hey guys, free books, just pay me shipping and I will happily send these your way. And so that just felt like really good. I wish I could pay shipping for everybody, but I couldn't. I am sending out, I think, 7 packages to friends from Patreon, so that way they can have some of the books, which is just like really, really awesome. And I know that they're going to people who are legitimately grateful for them, that they're going to read them. And it just feels really good to be able to support my community that way. This is my Salt and Light Reader Society, by the way. Oh, that is not turned on. I just love this community of people so much. They are so dear to my heart. Being able to do something else for them and just give them the books that maybe I read and didn't love, or that I'm just not excited about and I don't know why I'm holding on to it, because I truly don't think I'm going to read it anytime soon. And so yeah, so I'm always gonna have my bookcases behind me unless the Lord one day like like completely like changes my heart and makes me feel differently that I don't need to have as many books. I realized when I was watching Victoria's video that I am honestly pretty content with just my 2 shelves. And it's kind of 2 shelves. I'll show you guys what I have left here in a minute. All right, what are we doing here? I realized that I'm actually pretty content with just my 2 shelves of books. Like I was somebody that like dreamed and dreamed and dreamed of having like a ginormous home library. Like that's really, really expensive. I'm a stay-at-home mom. YouTube does not pay as much as people would probably think they do. We think that's cute. It's given like Tinkerbell vibes. It was just like really awesome for me to realize like, wow, I feel like that's kind of progress. Like I don't feel like I need these full shelves. And after going through my clean and Christian shelf, which is what you guys see in my everyday videos, I ended up unhauling, I think like 30 books, and most of them are being sent to my Patreon members, which is just like really awesome. Then I went through my secular books that I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep these, and I probably cut that in half again. So now it's the books that I've already read, and I really think that they're ones that I would want to reread again someday. Also, I had this shelf that was the secular books that I put on Pango. And by the way, you guys, I just want to like make it known, I am not anti-secular books. I truly am not. I am not going to judge somebody for reading those things. And I feel like that's something that people have kind of like taken from my channel that's just like not true and not how I am. I personally have my own convictions. Like if there's a book that has language in it, I'm likely not going to pick it just because I don't want to read that. You know what? That's totally fine. But there are books like Theo of Golden that I absolutely loved and there was language in them. So anyway, me unhauling all of these books, I just want to say is not me saying if you're a Christian, you have to get rid of your secular books. Like I still have a shelf of them. I am not anti this, and I just want to make that clear because based off of some of the people in the comments, I definitely think that they think I'm that way, but that's just not true. I have just been in a journey this last year, and the Lord has put on my heart what He wants me to be reading. I just feel really good with what I'm reading right now, and I think that's okay. And I just kind of have learned what I'm going to be okay with and what I'm not. So anyway, I have this whole shelf with like maybe 100 secular, just like fantasy, young adults, or just like young adult books that I'm just not going to read, or I have read and I didn't love and I don't really care to read them again. Anyway, I have a lot of books that I'm getting rid of. The total number is 171. So between my Patreon members, some local friends, and then thrift books and like sell your books website, and then I'm also going to drop the remaining off that like nobody wanted, not even thrift books wanted. I'm going to put those in free little libraries. So I thought it would be so fun to do a video unhauling all of these books. This was a goal of mine at the very beginning of the year, and I feel like Victoria's video just kind of gave me the push to be like, yeah girl, why are you holding on to all of this junk that you just don't want to read, that you don't need? No, I'm not going to be telling you all of the titles because there are 171 of them. It's a pretty big feat. I am going to be going to the post office today to mail out all of these boxes, and I'm going to be sweating, and I'm going to hope there is a gentleman working there that will help me unload these boxes from the back of my car. So anyway, let me show you what I have left. Here is what I have left of my secular collection. I'm pretty sure these are all fantasy. That was like the main thing that I read before I switched to clean and Christian fiction. Some of these may have some content in them, but these are all ones that I would like to reread, and then if I feel like I need to unhaul, I will. But I will insert a snippet. This is a huge improvement because just a few months ago, this entire top row was filled with double, maybe triple the amount of books. And now this is all that I have left, and that just feels super duper good. Moving over to my main shelves that you guys usually see, this is not too different. My mystery section down here has definitely gotten a lot smaller. That's not my main genre, but I need to read the few that I have. I'm really happy with this shelf. I feel like I've gotten rid of the ones that maybe I just hauled because they were Christian fiction and maybe necessarily didn't know anything, or maybe they were just super cheap. It just feels really good to be excited about all of the books here on my main shelf. He picked out his outfit today. Honestly, this is the best part about having a minivan. Boom, open, and boom, trunk is opening. All right, let's go. So here is the trunk. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I already count that one? 7 boxes, I think. And then 7 of these. So 14 packages plus the card I'm sending out. Also, I'm sending a box to my sister. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Zion is talking to his babies in the back seat. I'm here and they look really busy, so I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to help me, but that's okay. I will get unpacking and get rid of these books. I don't know exactly how many are back here, but probably at least, say 100. I love your dress. Where did you get your dress at? It's so cute. You're welcome. Okay, let's unload some books. All done. That was a little bit of a workout, and now I just have to deal with what's left at home, and it just feels really good to have all of those books gone, going to loving homes. And yeah, I'm just so glad that I could just bless my friends with these books. Okay, I got this new little mic, so we're going to test this out. If I sound incredibly loud, my apologies. But this shelf here up in my office, all of these books are going to either be put in free little libraries, or I'm going to take them to the nonprofit down the street from me. So I want to go ahead and box them up, but something I really want to do with this shelf is turn it into my Bible study shelf. I have so many Bible theology reference books, and I would really love for them all to be put in one place. So I guess I do have more books than I showed you guys. Those are books that are really valuable to me, and so I'm going to kind of reorganize the shelf and turn it into that. So let's see how that ends up going. At the present moment, a lot of my theology books are right here, and then these like old books, those are decorations that were actually thrifted for my husband and I's wedding. So those are keepsake pretty books just for the heck of it. So I won't be getting rid of those because I just aesthetically like them, and I think that's okay. And then in this basket, I have so many Daily Grace co-studies. They have sent me a lot, so I will probably be doing giveaways with my Patreon group with some of these, but I would like to put those on the shelf also. And then I went and gathered like my C.S. Lewis collection, some more theology books, and some nonfiction books. So let's organize. Yes, I know my office is a little bit of a mess. I've been doing some reorganizing, so please give me some grace. I don't think I have a box big enough to put all of these in, so I'm going to go with a couple small. I need to see if I can find a bigger box. Okay, I found one from Thrive Market. I think this one might fit them all. So I do have a box of like Fairy Loot and Owl Crate Special Edition, so I might try to put these on Marketplace for like 20 bucks or something. And then I have a box of Christian books, and then these ones are all like young adult fantasy. All of them are now packaged up. Yay! You know what, actually I'm gonna unhaul till we have faces, because I did not enjoy this book, and I feel like there's somebody else who might like it more than me. Okay, so here's what we're working with now that I am done organizing this shelf. So up here I just have some knickknacks, and then this is a basket I love keeping bookmarks in. This first shelf here is Christian nonfiction and just some other random Bible resources. This shelf here includes Daily Grace co-studies I have not yet done. Here's some more I haven't done yet. Again, I need to go through and figure out which ones I don't want. And then I just have some theology books right next to them. Down here I have a couple binders that I keep some information in. And then this basket here are Bible studies I've completed that I need to figure out what to do with. And then over here are a few that I'm in the middle of because I just like to change it up. It feels really good to have a fully functional bookshelf with stuff that I'm actually reaching for and going to be using. Now coming over here, I have filled the top of this shelf with journals that I use for different reasons, and then my extra Bibles, and so it's nice to have those in a place. And then over here we finally have the boxes of the rest of the books that are going to be going. I'm not sure that I will be unhauling the rest of the books in this video because I'm just going to have friends come and pick them up, and then the final boxes I'm going to go drop off between Free Little Libraries or the nonprofit down the street. So those are going to be gone, just maybe not by the time I'm done filming this video. So that is the final like unhaul, and it's so amazing how much space that has freed up that is now usable for me. Like this desk right here is now going to be my crafting desk, and I'm really excited because there's literally nothing on it except for a couple decorations behind those boxes. So that totally freed up that space that I can put towards being creative. I want to end this video just on a couple notes of things I'm going to be doing to hopefully prevent having to do this kind of major unhaul again, because this is just insane. It's so much work. It's so much stuff that I just don't need and I should have let go of. Now, again, I just want to be clear. I do not think if you are a Christian, you need to get rid of all of your secular or old books unless you feel a particular conviction around them, or you just don't want them anymore like me. So that is one of the main reasons why I did this unhaul, is I've been holding on to these books and they've just been taking up space in the house. And now I have so much more space to do things that's going to be much more functional for my life. I feel really, really good after doing this unhaul. Of course, I still have those last few boxes to take, but those will be gone in no time, which is just amazing. I hope that this video can just kind of be an encouragement to you just to let go of the things that you don't need anymore. So a few of the things that I'm going to be doing to hopefully prevent having to do this again is, for sure, trying to be more mindful when it comes to book buying. I'm not saying I'm never going to do book hauls or I'm never going to buy books again. Most of the books that I end up buying, I am thrifting, so I'm definitely not thrifting because it's a Christian fiction book. I want to make sure I'm actually interested in the books, maybe try to read them through my library, through my Kindle, and things like that before bringing them into my house. And then as for all of the books that I own currently still on my shelves, I would really like to unhaul books that are not at least a 4 or 5 star for me. So if they were not like something I really loved, then I just need to rehome it and somebody else will love it more than me. And I just think that's the best way that I can steward what I've already bought, is just to bless other people who will enjoy them more. So I definitely intentionally want to do regular unhauls and then trying to read and be more mindful before I buy. That was a goal of mine in the beginning of this year, and it's not something I have been really good at, but it is something I really want to do. And then another thing that I'm going to be doing is my patron group. They are obsessed with Storygraph, and so I'm going to be transferring a lot of my data into Storygraph because I will pop it up on the screen here, but you can literally scan a book, the barcode, find the edition that you own, and you can mark it as read, to read, and then you can mark it as owned. So then when I'm wanting to read a book and maybe I'm in the mood for something lighthearted, or maybe I'm in the mood for something sad or a mystery or who knows what, I can literally filter in Storygraph books I own, books that are in my current mood, and it will pull up a whole list of those types of books. And as a type A person, I really, really love that kind of data. So having all of my books in one place like that, I think is going to be super beneficial and helpful. So then as I am buying books or unhauling books, I can go through and use that app as a resource because it's totally free. And so I definitely think I'm going to utilize that more just for the organization aspect. And then I just would like to regularly just do a check of my shelves and get rid of the things that I didn't love. I am really grateful to Victoria for really just encouraging me to take this step and just get rid of the things that I do not need in my house anymore. It feels really, really good. Hopefully that's going to help me with some of my decision fatigue when it comes to picking out what books to read, because I have a lot of books and I have a lot of books that I want to read. And so I think between having Storygraph as a resource to really just help me narrow down what I own, and when I'm in the mood for a certain thing, it can say, hey, you already own a book that is
a mystery that's lighthearted or something like that. And I just think it's going to be super, super duper helpful for me. Anyway, I think that's all I really have for this vlog. Hopefully it wasn't too all over the place. I was testing some different cameras and microphones and things like that, so I'm hoping it turned out like an okay video for you guys. I definitely am going to be practicing vlogging a lot more. It is my goal to try to do at least one vlog a week and one sit down talking head video a week. We'll see if and when I get there, but that is like my long-term goal, is to be having vlogs weekly and then the sit down content that I usually do for you guys weekly. If there's anything specific that you want to see, it would be really helpful for me if you could leave in the comments any types of vlog things you'd love to see, or just sit down talking head videos. I would absolutely love and appreciate your input so much. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me an emoji of a shipping box. Like, I'm pretty sure there's an emoji that looks like a brown packaging box, like the ones that I have sitting in the room here, waiting to go to new homes. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I hope you have an absolute blessed week, and I will see you next time. Bye!